So that's what we're discussing today. So this is seventh. And from this part one, 74, 2026. So we are looking at the hidden laws of success nobody talks about. The hidden laws of success. Nobody. So I'm outlining about in the lowest. So, okay, so yeah, about six outlines. One is going to process. Possible issues still wrong with the species. So I wasn't prepared. It's not my fault. Then I'm succeeding on that. I'm complaining. Also, I'm not planned. I will not appointed time and appointed time. Appointed time. As a people of the people in place, people in life, successful, healthy, even though you are born faithful, you are born with heart and simplicity, your opportunity and people want to get life. Opportunity makes people rich. That's the challenge. Every opportunity always makes people rich. Life is challenge. You need to be position. So that position is what they're trying to fix. They're trying to fix what they're trying to do. That's the fix. What is wrong box? What I can tell you. Why everybody is on the ball is not on the street. What I'm feeling like on the street, like with the feeling that it's normal, it's serious for it. So that's what we're discussing today as an entrepreneur, as a businessman, as an investor, that you should actually prepare for your opportunities to come because preparation is the highest demonstration of faith. So a man that knows I will win 100 meters is prepared today. The man that knows I will win the football match is prepared today. The man that knows I'll write exams and pass prepared today. So when you say I'm expecting an opportunity to become great, how prepared are you for that opportunity? Not an opportunity that you now act like the food, right? Food is betting that was not for the master. You now carry extra oil. Why other ones carry extra oil? And that was it. So this is the time to prepare. So we have to start from the uh okay, you have to start from the context of the concepts. So I always tell them that on your until the first outline. Whenever I'm talking to entrepreneurs, businessmen, investors, I always like to I like us to agree on something. Before we agree on something, we can always build on it. So the only platform everybody agrees on this part of the world is the scriptures. But when I bring the Bible, we will agree. We will now take the lessons from there as an entrepreneur, apply in our businesses and poultry farm, fish farm, but that we do through the petroleum business, oil and gas, telecom, hotel and management, catering, and then we tend to succeed at doing. So this is time. So the first one to write is that write on your note. God knows what you need before you ask. Write it down very well. God knows what you need before you ask. Full stop. God knows what you need before you ask. God knows all you need before you ask. So God knows what you need before you ask. Everything is fine. God knows what you need before you ask. Full stop. God knows what you need before you ask. Full stop. He also knows when you will need it most. He also knows he also knows when you need it most. He also knows when you need it most. God knows what you need before you ask. Full stop. He also knows when you need it most. Full stop. He also knows when you need it most. Full stop. God knows what you need before you ask. Full stop. He also knows where you need it most. Full stop. So write down your notes. Smart investment are the seed of future needs. Smart investment are the seeds for future needs. Smart investment in yourself, in your business, in bond trading, smart investment are the seeds for future needs. So, full stop. Smart investment are the seeds for future needs. Full stop. What you will need in the future must be seeded in the present. What you need in the future must be seeded in the present. What you need in the future must be seeded. You must plant the seed now. You must be seeded in the present. What you need in the future must be seeded in the present. So, like I told you, preparation is the highest demonstration of faith. I know that I will definitely be a monthly millionaire, a monthly billionaire. So I should not be speaking and wasting. And now that I need to plant, I know I still can harvest of corn next 3 months. I will bring the bush now, put the fire, till the ground, plant the corn seed. I know I'm expecting cassava harvest in the next 1 year. Now this is the time to plant. And everything has its season. Once we pass this season, that was a late planting or that season. But for you and I, actually expect an abundance in the future, we must plant today. And that man that does that have an expectation. And that is the reason that preparation, right to know like this, preparation is the highest demonstration of faith. Preparation is the highest demonstration of faith. A man that have, and you have to understand that this thing doesn't come by magic. No matter how I'm hungry to eat a tongue today, and I'm planting it today, I can speak in tongue from now to tomorrow. That thing will never happen. That happens will not happen today. Everything needs time. You need 3 months, you need 4 months. No matter how I want to have a baby, and I must wait for 9 months. No matter how I want to have an harvest of a yam, I must still wait for like a year, 8 months to 1 year. So you can see that this thing called opportunities are going to come. Opportunity must come. It must come. Financial opportunity, abundance opportunity, wealth, health, everything that must come. Question is that how prepared are we? Some of us fit with full position. When small thing happen like that, I need to do it again. And because of that, you just say, Mr. Market over there, I'm not good in business. It's not my thing. I'm not good in marriage. I'm not good in this. You know that and even with someone, you just fit small position that they don't want to give you. You know, what doesn't give you make you stronger. So you need to understand as an entrepreneur that the journey of entrepreneurs are full of competition. People that will sabotage you, laugh at you, of course, make you feel less of yourself, criticize you, talk bad about your product or services, talk bad about your shop, talk bad about your advert, talk bad about your design, talk bad about how you dress, talk bad about everything you do. Each position is part of the process. Failure is not the purpose of success for entrepreneurs. Failure is part of the success. So I said that you should have to know that what you will need in the future, you must see it in the present. Yes or yes? So what will you need in the future? Question, right at the person. What will you need in the future? What will I need in the future? So you are going to go back home today, write at least 10 things you need in the future. I want a big family. I want good money. I want good health. I want my spiritual life to be better. I want my investment to grow better. I want to be a landlord. I want to be a business, a real estate, whatever. Write 10 things we go back to the club. Because we do assignment today in the class, but we couldn't do that. But before I jump to the next thing, everybody must write at least 2 things we need in the future. Please write what we need in the future. Please come back. Write it. I'm telling you to check your notes. Write 2 things we need in the future. Abundance, like good health, financial abundance, prosperity, and my relationship life to increase. I want to be a man that wins souls for the kingdom of God, whatever you need in the future. And it's right to I'm coming to check your note at the end of the class. So I'm coming back. I cannot do the stage right now. I've just moved around. Write what you need in the future, because sometimes people don't know what they need in the future. Because he that failed to plan to fail. And indecision is a decision. So you do not decide that you want something in the future. Why do you expect it? So why do you expect the opportunity that you want in the future? What will you need in the future, right? At least two. You are waiting your 2 things you need in the future. Right, shall I? You're not waiting it down, shall wait for me. So please do now, do now. We don't get time to do it. Write what you need in the future. 10 things, but you're writing for me now. Write number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then write number 1 and 2. When you go back home, complete the rest. Tell the most important thing in the future. Want to travel, want to go to London, UK, Paris, my vacation, Dubai, France, Qatar. Then I want to take my on vacation. I want to buy it for my father, my mother. I want to support God's work. I want to be able to have a lot of resources to finance the project of God's working on, and whatever you want in the future. You know what you want, and nobody can do it for you. If somebody try to plan it for you, you plan it, nothing what you do. Only decide what you want, because that's where fulfillment comes in. So, so what we do in the free talk sentence in the line. So when you pray, don't use them repetition like the Pharisees do, because your Father in heaven knows what you need before you ask. So before you become aware that you have a need for something, God already knows that you need it, and He has made the provision for it. God already knows that you need in the future, you need the most. At the point, at the junction, you need the most. God already made provision for it. But according to our Father Jesus Christ, He made us understand that the Father knows what you need before you ask. So God already created all the solutions you will ever need in the future for every problem, crisis that will occur, challenge will come before you come to the consciousness of it. So because He sees and knows the end from the beginning. So He finished His work before the beginning, and He can speak of things that are not as though they are, because they are from the perspective of already existing God. So God doesn't exist in time. Time exists in Him. God transcends time. So God can create a solution for a problem that has not yet occurred, because we already know that it will come. Why don't you act like God? God already know that man will sing, man will come first short of glory. He send His song to that even before the foundation of the world. God already have solutions to everything me and you will need in life. Name it, from spiritual abundance to financial abundance, economic, religious, anything you need. So the question that God already prepared, because when God created me and you, He created me and you in His image, because we are in the image of God. You have to act like God. God prepared, but most men don't pray for their abundance, for their success. When their success comes, they make it the unprepared. And they act like the sloth, and I'm coming to that. They will start reading excuses. When I come to this eventually will come there. And that this person give that is not blank. When I'm supposed to blank. Why you not prepare for the position? I don't have anybody. Me also, big promises. I don't have money. I don't have time. Nobody supporting me. That is a problem. Before God see problem, they already anticipate, visionary, think ahead of time. I'm going to do this, so I might have contingencies. What is the good part of the what the bad part? Stand in the middle. I mean, if I do this, what will my benefit? If I do this, what will my loss? What is the potential loss? It's for risk and risk mitigation. So when you are looking at the possible risk that will come in the business, you need to find mitigation with possible solution to that will provide for it. That make you act like God in capacity. And this thing I'm telling you, I will repeat myself every time that when I ask you to act in the capacity of God, I know I'm not making the time that isn't there. But no, we have a lot of money for this. It's really right. I'm making your space right. I told them that don't act below God's capacity and below the way heaven views you. Stop looking at yourself in the mirrors for people's opinion, mirrors of circumstances. Look at the mirror in the mirror of God's words. You need to define yourself the way heaven defines you. They are faithful and wonderfully made. You are the light of the world, the salt of the So when you define yourself from that standard, that means you are better the standard of God's life, because God created three things in verse. All God created was creation, eternal creation. God created creation, let it be light, and it was light. God created the creatures, eternal creatures. God also created the earth, let the earth bring forth its kind. Then the water bring forth its kind. So we put all the earth that bring forth banana and pineapple, all the palm trees, earth that brought those things, life and goats, that when they die, they go back to earth. God of what God is. So God did not create anything of the creation. He spoke to creation. Creation created the creation. When it comes to man, God created the creator, same creator. He said, "Let us create man in our image and likeness." Same image, same likeness. The image of God is natural, same natural. That is of course teaching, same teaching. They're not training, they're not mentoring, they're not coaching. So you must be mentored to act like God. Say, I'm a creator. After God created, God released creativity for man. It was man that used God's word already God came for us. He converted the tree to get tables and chain. It was man that converted the crude oil to get petrol, diesel, gas, then the kerosene. It was man's creativity that we converted natural resources to tangible and usable resources to us. Because it's man's creativity. So you are going to, for you to create, that creating is a business opportunity for you. But there are oppositions. Challenges will come. So when people quit in the list of challenges, when you first person, but also great doors are open up to other men and advancement, so many challenges. So when you want to act in the capacity of an entrepreneur, that's why I always say to people that you will be born naked. You are not born anything. God deposit the capacity in us, potential in us, give us a learn it. All of us are creative in our space with different concepts and ideas, but most of us never acted on our ideas because we just give up with the that's the hidden source law of success is that people must act in the capacity of God as a creator. Because you're not acting in your creative space, you cannot be fulfilled. You can make money achievement but no fulfillment. You can have a job or a career, but you're no calling. You can have a dream but no destiny fulfilled. You can put passion but no purpose. So the thing is this, you have to understand as entrepreneurs that the opposition is not the problem. The size of the problem is not the problem, the size of you always is bigger than your problem. Don't be smaller than your problem. Then I am bigger. I am bigger. That every opposition. That every problems. Every challenges. Every circumstances. That things to person say I am bigger. I am bigger. You're bigger than your problems. All people are smaller than their problem. They're really power. And problem is simply your that make you know that is the thing. They think that they're smaller than the problem. Because of the way they find themselves, you know, the universe answer and treat you the way you see yourself. And people also treat the way you see yourself. You see yourself like a millionaire, a champion, or the other side people will see you. Just like every I'm not good for anything, be poor man. They will see us poor masses. You are not one, you cannot be one. You are not a victim, you cannot be a victim, you are not a victim, you are always a victor. Say I'm a victor. I'm a victor on Stop find yourself best on run that and back in. Who that. Don't say no like it. Say the way you say about it. Say I am strong. When there's a cast yourself in lifting up. So stop defining the way it's today. Define the way God said it today. And I'm not a pastor, but my own is that I always want to still know that the way this thing I'm doing, the way God sees you. So what are you supposed to do? Four things you must do so that you live the confidence of the concept. So I go to the system so that it's a judge. This is your ministry before that. It's a judge. Come and help me. Thank you so much. So I'm trying to bring a solution to the different stuff. But what you must do is to invest to increase. So invest to increase. Hence that brings increase you financially, spiritually, is investment. Invest to increase. They almost find people for investment to increase. They eat all their seeds when they're supposed to be saving to invest. They eat all their seeds. There's no seed to plant again during the planting season. And when the harvest comes, they're not begging. So number one you must do is build a content for opportunities that you are going to be short, whatever challenges you invest in place. Now you plan to produce, you must plan it to produce. So if all you think are planting, you have expectations. Because expectation is a superpower. Life will never give you beyond what you expect. If it gives you beyond that, you will lose it to that capacity. So to grow. So you're supposed to sow to grow. And the point thing was to for it to actually so that you're actually preparing for good positions and the to that comes to you. Is that see when you need and see what you need. So see what you need. What you need. Because you are not stand constant and expect the harvest of cassava or palm fruit. It's not possible. So if you want to have spiritual abundance, you have to finish a good sign. You want to have financial abundance, you have to put it time. Now I wonder why people want wants to eat their harvest unprepared. It's not going to work. As an entrepreneur, as a business investor, you have to understand times and season. I will come to that. That's the after this will be times and season. Because when you're supposed to invest, as in okay, just look at me now. Imagine now, I'm supposed to do something in my YouTube age. I'll come and sleep there and be giving money, thank you, I'll be eating from my mama's supermarket. When I'm supposed to do something, a young man, now I have the energy and strength. I'm not investing it. Working there is still the normal man grind. Now, when the children, when I grow up, my children will ask me now, Daddy, where do you anywhere again? Where were you? I'll start giving excuses. I'm going to speak. That is the problem. I was telling you, my father was broke, my grandmother was broke, we are poor. I had a collateral property in my family, so I inherited my fault. And really the truth. You are not from a wealthy family, wealthy also the former from you. Tell them, you are not from a wealthy family. If you are not from a wealthy customer from you. Wealthy family, you take care from them, but you become one now. And start a new trajectory, start a new project, start a new something. You say, no, I don't have capacity. No, I'll talk about that. You have something. All of us have something. He said, man, wait till we get. He said, not, my husband died, he was a prophet, so, and he borrowed money. Then that came to tell my two sons, Elisha asked and said, wait till you get it. He said, nothing. So they put a pot of oil. Then my two will just shock. He said, go and borrow vessels. Go and borrow vessels. Go to the door, pour it. That I like Elisha. In Elijah will come and say, if I be a man of God, all the people that borrow you, they will die by fire. I like that when I've killed all of them. But I like to not kill them. I like to talk about business. So, business. Business. I'm going to pour the oil, go and sell, pay your debt, live on the rest. I wish she knew that was opportunity to become a multi-billionaire. She avoided this on the whole village, but she didn't know. She didn't prepare. I tell you, preparation is the highest demonstration of faith. But a man that expects to become great in life, the man must prepare. Joseph denied himself of pleasure to get the throne. For some young men like us, we are saying, ah, madam, don't come openly. Make I enjoy chop clean mouth. Chop clean mouth. They will not miss destiny. They will not miss appointed time. There's appointed time for everybody, but you must be at the junction of the appointed time to enjoy the appointing time moment. If not, you miss the moment. So the thing is this: you don't have to miss your moment in life. Missing your moment in the help to wait for another season. That's what the problem is. The fact that waiting. Because you be desperate, and desperation is not good for you. Desperation creates anxiety. So anxiety. Anxieties. So you have to know that God knows what you need before you ask. And He knows that you need it the most at that junction. So you don't just know and become aware of our problems until you're facing it right now. So and typically, when you're facing with so many problems, that's when you become aware, I'm challenges. So when you're facing obstacles, you're facing so many opposition, advancement, and so you become aware that I need something from God. God knows ahead of time what you are going to need and when you are going to need it the most. Until you become aware, conscious of your future needs, you will never going to prepare and plant the seeds today. You are not going to go into a business planting seeds. Write it down, until you become aware. Until you become aware, and conscious of future needs. Until you become aware, conscious of future needs. Until you become aware, conscious of future needs. You are never going to go into a business of planting seeds. You will never go into that business until you become aware, conscious of future needs. You are you are you are not going to go into the business of planting seeds. What seed are you going to plant? You have to invest. I guess plant, sow, and see what to do. Until you become aware, conscious of future need, you are not going to go into the business of planting seeds. First is already asked me to plant. Invest to increase, plant to grow, sow to grow, sow to grow, and then plant to increase, sow to see what you need. So you don't expect, I cannot expect to plant cassava stick and go and expect habits of plantain or yam. It's not because of the yam. That's impossible. So you only need what to plant. So you are not conscious. You are not aware that you're a millionaire. You're a millionaire. You're a billionaire. You will not do things like billionaire. If you know you are talking like a millionaire, you do things like a millionaire. So that's what we do. Read book to say, now go at the job. I can't do make money. I can't do. No, the knowledge that we need to sustain.